What are you boys doing here? This ain't nothing for you to fuss about. This old Don run off the road again.
Sheriff, we'll take it from here.
Agent Hobel, there's something down here you might want to look at.
I read the file, but I wasn't ready for this. Sheriff, I'm going to need you to stay right here for processing.
Good morning, Joe.
Margaret, why are you calling me on my day off?
Don't know. The president's being brought up to speed right now. The director insisted that I track you down. You're the best agent we've got, Joe.
Which is why I need a day off in the first place.
Need a break from saving the world, eh?
That's my job.
Identification confirmed. Access granted.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Over the last few months, we've identified and diagnosed an emerging threat to the health and well-being of the American way of life. At first, it went almost unnoticed, but as we began to monitor the trend, we're now realizing that it's actually spreading and multiplying at an alarming rate. This threat is none other than the mullet. I've asked Dr. Beaufort to brief you on a few of the specifics about this deadly new fashion.
Hello? Hello? Oh, hello there, Director. You are probably asking yourselves, what is this mullet? I do not know. I'm glad you asked yourself that question. I will show you. This is the mullet. It is defined by the short hairs in the front, the short hairs along the side, and the long wispy hairs going out the back. And it only happens to be the most dangerous hairstyle ever invented by mankind. Recent laboratory reports come back showing us that it's even more dangerous than the dreaded comb-over in its ability to kill and maim and destroy. And now you are saying to yourself, you are saying, this mullet does not sound like it would be very nice. As a matter of fact, it does not sound like it would be our friend. And you are right when you say that, for the mullet, as I will show you, not only grows long and wispy down the back or the outside like this, but it actually grows inside the wearer's skull, where its long tentacle follicles will wrap itself around the wearer's brain, rendering him completely unable to recognize the danger which he now finds himself in. Well, because of this natural or unnatural scalp imbalance and the terrible neck ventilation that results, his ability will deteriorate to tell the basic differences of household items such as shampoo and motor oil, or toothpaste and craft paste. As a result, his confusion will increase simultaneously while his personal hygiene will decrease. Ultimately, this poor victim will die a premature death, but quite odorous, as you can imagine. Now, you will say to yourself, Self, what can we do? We must stop this terrible thing. And you will say back to yourself, but there is nothing I can do, for I am only me. And then you will say back to yourself, why must you always cry and whimper like a little baby? And then you will say, stop picking on me. Who do you think you are? Me? And you will say to yourself, yes, I am you. And then a terrible fight will break out. And
Thank you very much, Dr. Buffont. As you can see, men, the time for action is now. We can no longer sit idly by while this heinous hairdo holds our homeland hostage.
Can we launch an air raid?
An air raid? Have you gone mad? We're trying to save lives, not destroy them. That would wipe out the entire population.
Not an air raid, a nair raid. You know that hair removal cream? We can launch it just like napalm.
As I was saying, something has to be done. We've got to clip this problem at the roots. I've asked General Shears to come and brief you about the mission objectives. General Shears?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. While most of the recent growth in the popularity of the mullet can be directly linked back to full-time thrifty-minded employee relocations, our statistics branch has been able to trace back the growth of this trend to its origin. A small community known as Mulletia. The whole town is just overwhelmed by the mullet and, regrettably, its side effects. Now, while we cannot hope to eradicate all the known cases of the mullet in America immediately, gentlemen, we have a civic duty, indeed an obligation, to approach this community and to educate it on the dangers presented by its hairstyle choice. If we do not inform and assist them in the washing, cutting, blow drying, and restyling of their hair, and soon, then they'll most certainly be destroyed. Mr. Director.
Thank you very much, General. That's why I've chosen one of you four for this extremely important mission. Your assignment will be to infiltrate their community, educate them about the mullet and its adverse effects, and then assist in the huge task of restyling. In all of this, I cannot overemphasize speed in this matter. We're not sure how long these people will last without this information, but we are sure they'll be eradicated without it. Joe, I've chosen you to be my special agent in charge on this assignment. Your code name will be The Barber. Here are the dossiers on both the mullet and the town of Mulletia itself. Your flight leaves at 2200 hours tonight. I know it's a hairy task, but it won't be your first brush with death. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Good night, Joe.
Excuse me, Mr. Director. I don't mean to be rude, but I refuse to take this assignment. These people are disgusting. They look weird, they talk weird, they smell weird. They're just plain weird. If you left it up to me, I say we let the mullet do its job and drive these people out of extinction. Just get rid of them.
Joe, why don't you spend a little less time worrying about the mullet doing its job and just start doing yours?